Hey everybody, it's Chanchai. We're going to watch our fifth round of the North American Online Qualifier number 1. In the fifth round, we fought Setsuna, who is a regular opponent of ours and a friend, someone that I've played a lot of VF with, and in the league battles we fight each other a lot. They give me such a hard time because we have a lot of reads on each other. Matches can go either way, so this was really intense, and it was a wonderful opportunity for us to have this insane battle in the online qualifiers, and I think we both did good. In fact, yeah, Setsuna had an amazing match even before this battle, so to get to fight against me, he had to defeat Gentleman Thief, and he did. So it was a very exciting story. I'm very proud of him for that accomplishment. It was pretty crazy watching that Akira versus Akira battle. So after that, he had to fight me, and we had a good time. So let's watch our battle. We're going to watch our battles, and then we'll go into the analysis. So again, this was the fifth round of the North America Online Qualifier number 1. Here's our first game. I'm going to play the first game. I'm going to turn off the display elements during this replay, and then we're just going to be watching the games, and then I'll do the analysis after the battle has been shown. And I like Setsuna using the red costume in Revo.
Take me seriously. Round 1. Ready, go!
So I start off with 46P plus K. I kind of played a little patiently, but we'll now analyze it later.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Yes! Knockout! What a knucklehead! You'd better take me seriously. Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Ora, ora, ora! Toki wa kitaru. Ikuzo! Ha! You'd better take me seriously. Round 1. Ready, go! Yeah! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! My time is here! Knockout! My time is here! Round 4. Ready, go! Keep on! Knockout!
Alright, and that was our battle against Setsuna. It was a very intense battle, and it was very much characteristic of a lot of our battles. I think at this point we were both as nervous as we were for the tournament. I think we got pretty relaxed at this point. So the battle played out similarly in that fashion. So we're going to go ahead and analyze these matches. And so there's a lot of things to point out. Some of this will probably be a little too inside baseball because of how much Setsuna and I fought each other. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff we do that's very peculiar for our matchup. So because of that, we feel pressured to play certain games that we might not play against other players of similar characters, but we do against each other a lot because of how the game is played between the two players. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our interface, and we'll talk about that. Can make sure our voice sounds good. Yeah, no static noise. So again, we started off with this opener where we just did a basic poke, and then he's going to actually call us out a little. We did get the low punch, and this was a really good call here. So this is something that Setsuna will do against me too. After a low punch, even if it hits, if he suspects I'm going to do backdash, he'll commit to doing 666 XP. Really good. right? And look how much damage you get just from 66p. This is dashing elbow might be the best elbow in the game, but super dashing elbow, which is this one, is like the best dashing elbow in the game. It is nuts, so strong. So I escaped the throw, side kick. Yeah, he defends properly. Now, against Akira, you should usually try to punish if they like to do rising attack. I still go for crush against Setsuna when I'm nervous, but in general, I should be going for punishing Akira, and by looking at the way he's looking. So if we rewind it, after we knock him down, you can kind of see here that Akira is going to be looking to the right, so you want to evade up. He's looking in the up direction where his nose is pointing. If he's face up, you're going to look at where his nose is pointing. His nose is pointing there, so we could evade up. So let's test it out. Maybe we're wrong. Right? And we get that. And you can do stuff like this, right? So it's really important to try to punish Akira for doing rising attack, because his wake up game is okay, but his rising attacks are the problem. He's got you can punish them. If he's face up, you do this. If he's face down, it's kind of the opposite, and it's a little hard. You have to practice that even more to identify the way his body's pointing when he's face down, because you go the opposite direction. But it works out really good if you practice this. It's a strong skill against Akira players. You want to make them afraid to do rising attack. This gives you a lot of advantage when they wake up. Very strong, and more players in North America are getting better and better at this. Alright, so we're gonna go watch this. So we crush it, and we go ahead and do extra damage because we don't think he's gonna attack it. Now, we didn't punish this thing properly, so... Alright. So right here, minus 15. Now, the thing about Akira, you gotta see where this impact happens. This happened right up really close, so because of that, the proper punish is this, right, for Leon. Technically, with how much guard stun you have, you could probably do this, but it's really unlikely. Yeah, this is unlikely, and honestly you shouldn't go for it, so you should go for this. However, if Akira's further away, you have to just settle with PK, maybe KK, right? If he really touched you at the edge of the range of this, then he's going to have less disadvantage. So, it's one of those things, but we didn't punish properly. It's something we don't do enough of. We did punish with an elbow, but that's nothing. So here, we're probably just too comfortable playing because we're doing a lot of loose stuff, like just throws haphazardly and our attacks. But this is because we're very comfortable fighting each other. I'm glad I happened to choose the low crush here and that it worked out. There's a lot of things he could have done that would have destroyed that. So this is really important. There's certain things he's looking for when he does this 3P post K a little too much, but when Akira does it, we took over. Akira has got +7. With +7, he can do a lot of stuff. Like, I'm gonna take over. He could do like 4-6P plus K, right? Similarly, he could do 4-6 all 3, right? This, right? And then he can do that, right? So this is really strong play that he can do when he counter hits with low punch, when he hits this, right? This is really strong because what this does is it makes it so that evading is scary, but also that the opponent really should guard because attack will just be a problem. And that's how a lot of Akira players set up guard break. That said, this is not really the way Setsuna uses 3P plus K. He uses it in a good way, but most likely he's striking, he's disrupting you, and he's also trying to hit it from the side. So if he sees a blue one, he's going to go for double palm. And if you try hit an attack button, or if you hit an attack button during that, you're going to get counter hit, which means the damage is more from the double palm. It's a side combo, and you'll see it a lot in our matches. But in this case, he saw he didn't get it, so he just kind of went for more movement. And it kind of worked, but low punch. But he's the one who has advantage, so ECD is going to automatically fail, so you're definitely going to get the crouch dash. So ECD is only a delay if you're doing it after you hit with the 3P plus K.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So this is what we're talking about. This is the guaranteed damage, right? This is the guaranteed damage. 30, but it's not 30. It's 30 plus 21. It's 51 damage. So, and he gets this. And let's show you how much damage. So we said, remember, 21. And this is guaranteed because of 13 frames on a plus 10, a side turn. So 30, 21, 51 damage total. Okay, how about this now? We're gonna play as Leon, and we're gonna hit a button. 45. 45 plus that 21 is 66. If you hit a button, 66 damage. So, it's really important to know, and it's guaranteed, because look, I can't even hold guard, right? I can't evade. Can't evade, right? I can't even crouch, right? I could attack, but I'm gonna take more damage. It's a combo, but it's using the rules of side turn to make it so. And so the damage doesn't scale down, but on top of that, if you hit a button, you're gonna eat a counter hit, you'll lose more life. This is Setsuna's favorite play. So a lot of times when he's setting it up, you need to watch how he set it up. How did he set it up here? Boom, boom, evade into this, right? And I think this was not guaranteed. So what can I have done? Let's see. This. Okay, so now I can crush it. I can evade it, right? And this would have given me this, which is really good, right? I need to start seeing when he evades, just so I can evade. This is something you want to do in general. This is what at the higher level is kind of required to do after a while, or is very strong to do, is to realize your opponent's evaded, and if you realize they evaded, you want to evade. So you're like, okay, they evaded, I evade, and then I attack. Now, and then you want to watch to see if they do like a jab, because the jab is something that you have to like defend again. In fact, in that case, you might like do another evade if you evaded the jab, right? So this is 81 damage. This is 64 damage, right? So our best is this one. This is all guaranteed. And that's only because we counter hit though. That wasn't guaranteed. So this sidekick is not guaranteed, but it has a high likelihood of working, so. So we need to just evade when he evades until he starts punishing that with throws or 9K. 9K, really, really good. It's important to see why he chose to 9K here. So he went for the guard break, but it didn't work. I could throw him actually, so this is a fun part. This is what people should know, is if an Akira starts using, no, Setsuna, I might not go for this. Gentleman Thief, I absolutely go for this because I know there's situations where he's going to do this. Juicebox, it's a little different because Juicebox is going for the other guard break of Doom. So now, what do? We throw. This is guaranteed. As long as you take the hit, counter hit or normal hit, you throw. Right? So this thing, if you take the hit, you throw, it's hard to react to, but you can predict it. If you can predict the Akira wanting to do this chicken wing guard break, you can throw him when he hits you with it. And a lot of times they go for it when you're waking up.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Starting play, he went with 66P plus K. We evaded. Now this one looks like it was guaranteed, but could we have done better? We absolutely could have. Hard to say. It's not giving us the indicators. Did we forget to turn them on? No, we did not. Interesting. Maybe we didn't. This was a side normal hit. This was not a recovery hit. So we don't have a guarantee of the 1K. Okay. We've got the evade here, so we're gonna practice this. We got this. We have kick. Here's the problem. We've already inputted the crouch dash, so we can't do... We can do this. Yeah, but we have to hold down. Yeah. This is hard though. It's not guaranteed. So the best is really this. The best is... this is really hard to buffer on this replace takeover setting. This is kind of our solid 63. We went with the side throw here and he did not escape. So this is cool. This is something I've covered before in Revo reviews. And Akira could have done even more, but it's really strong. So what happened here? He dashing elbow this after... So he evaded this. Dashing elbow. We are now he's +7, which means he can do a 19 frame attack. He can do 4-6 P plus K. This is actually when you should do 4-6 all three. But what did he do? He did super dashing elbow. But the problem is we're still side turn. So we attack and he evaded. He was minus, so this was a good setup. And so he got to our backside. He got to our backside this way. And this is definitely guaranteed. And this is at the wall. There's no wall here, but could he have done more? Absolutely. I'll show you what he does that I learned from the GT match. So... Okay. So he did this, right? +7. And we know this is going to hit, so we're going to take over. And we're going to do 4-6 all three. Okay, so we would just fuzzy. But it's pretty strong here. But we can do this, right? So he can do a lot of stuff like that. What he did was pretty good though, because it was right here, that dashing elbow into more postponement. Very strong. He goes for a neutral threat here. So here we punish the fact that this 3P plus K is slow. How slow? Let's see. Let's see. Well, we don't get to see, but it's too slow. So, but 3P plus K is slow enough that we can low punch, interrupt it. All right, we'll go to game 2. The remaining games go a little faster, but it's still a lot of fun. So again, we've seen this pattern a lot. Setsuna likes to go for a low punch and the double palm. I wouldn't call this optimal, but what is good about him doing this is that he doesn't want to play any games. He's just all or nothing, whether he's going to launch or not. But I think here's the problem that I have with double palm, right? He gets this 45. It's a single point damage, right? It's single point damage, it's high damage. 45 is nothing to sneeze at. The fact is he technically got 58 damage here. But at this +7, you can do a lot of things. You can, of course, you can do knee, but this is hard, and so I'm not going to say that Setsuna should do the knee. But even 6K, right? Let's do 6K, right? And even I don't play Akira, but I do 77 plus the 13 is 90 damage. So 6K, and 6K is something you can kind of watch, right? You can even go, right? That, right? And it's not the same. It's not the same as doing the full thing. And this is not the best combo, but it's what you could do. And from this starting position, you can still hit at the wall. Let's try that. So. You can do more. But anyhow, But you can also, I don't think you can do 3-3P though, so maybe. You can do 3-3P, yeah. So you can do 3-3P, right, into whatever Akira's combo is. 3-3P is a big ask, but it's good. The knee, of course, is the gold standard. If you can do the knee, it's really good. But even if you do this knee, you can do some follow-up, right? On this current controller, I don't do the knee as well as I do on others. There's a button like in position for it. So, but it's really fun to do anyways. Alright, so anyways, he likes to do double palm, nice and simple and good okizeme. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that other options might be stronger with the same weaknesses that double palm has, right? Double palm is weak to evade. Double palm is weak to guard too, right? The other moves also weak to guard, weak to evade. So a higher reward is kind of a little better if he would do that, but he likes to use double palm and he's comfortable with the okizeme. You got to do with what you're comfortable with, especially in a tournament. So again, I would never fault that. Just saying that if you want to expand room for growth, you can do those other options. Even 6k is like lower risk with a good reward because 6kp. Really nice super dashing elbow. I like the way he uses super dashing elbow. It's very scary. As long as we're escaping side throws, then we're not too worried because he's not applying a too complicated game here. But he has gotten good at doing delayed throws, actually. So again, this is pretty good, but we had a better option here. So this was unfortunate for us. Unfortunate for us, we didn't take advantage of this opportunity. So here's where it is, right? This is where we had this opportunity we've shown this before. 69 damage right there, right? Now we don't get this, but we do have this, right? We have this, but this is really what we want. We can also... This, we have to change the way that we input, but this is kind of our strongest option. We do have 3 PP. We would have to go back a little bit. Okay, so we saw that he's going to evade, that he is offensive move, actually. So this is what we want to do. We could actually do this if we... This is actually really powerful against this play. But we have to the timing has to be pretty spot on. We have to be confident we've got this. It's really powerful though. Alright, that's our strongest one. That said, we can also do this if we're not sure. So, but as we saw, sidekick PKP is our best if we're just not that sure. We want something more safe, right? But when we evade this, this is like really good. As long as we can get that recovery hit. It's very hard though. And you gotta do it early. And there is easy ways to mess this up. But 86 damage is nothing to sneeze at. And we've lost our opportunity, but we did make up a little ground. Then he made it back up. Now he likes to use that 4P, it's an interesting one. It's just something that he's been using for a long time. Maybe to cut off evades and stuff. Very nice, we failed to do the side throw escape. Very good. The mid reversal is a very good way to influence the fight because you want to, if you get your opponents to want to use highs and lows, then Akira's 4 PKGs all is so good. So I don't feel bad about this game. I feel like there was a lot of good stuff in this game, but we did get killed. So It's a good battle. Let's go to game 3.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Now we could apply Nitaku situations, so let's talk about how we reevaluate our Nitaku choices. So here we ended up choosing to attack, and we did elbow. Okay, but we were like plus 8, plus 5. Never mind. So at plus 5, if we're gonna attack, we can do 17 frame. So sidekick is one. Really, sidekicks are option. 8K is not exactly frame tight, but it's counting on them. You know, like if they did a high jab, that's the only thing that'll beat it. But that's not something you want to eat when you do 8K. So that means that you don't want to do 8K for plus 5. So this move is just so good at being fuzzy guard. That's like really stupidly good. But we could do this into like Nitaku, right? This. Alright, and he does guard throw escape, so honestly, side like Nitaku was the answer, but he escaped throw. He had already built himself to do this. Again, let's review what we did here. Could we have avoided this? We saw that he evaded. We could have. We don't see a counter hit symbol here. So again, we need to build this response as one of our options. Okay, we're starting to do the low punch. So now we want to train ourselves. We saw he evaded the low punch. Evade. PKP, right? Evade. Boom. Big combo, right? Like, we need to start building this as an option. If we see them evade our low punch, we really need to build this as an option, as one of our options to evade here. Now that said, later on this becomes him doing 9K or something like that, but this would at least take away his favorite play, and so we need to take away his favorite play and then make him do the other stuff and adapt. But becomes really important in our battles with Setsuna in the future that we take away this favorite play of his. Or punish it, make it really scary, and make it so that his favorite play, he can keep doing his favorite play, we're going to keep punishing it. We need to do that. I do like his use of 4-6 PKG, because it's the one single attack by Akira that does, that punishes people for evading to his backside. Very directly anyways. It covers his backside. The opponent has to evade to Akira's front. And yet, for almost every other attack that's half circular of Akira's, you have to evade to his back. So this makes 4-6 PKG that much better. Even though it is minus quite a bit, I think. But it's such a good move. It's an effective move. Like, Akira players should just use it when they have like +7. Especially when the opponent's side turn and +7. Oh, it's so ridiculously good. And we'll show that in a future video. This 9K is so good. Like, I do want to highlight this 9K. 9K is very annoying. Alright, he tech rolled into 9K. He did this because he thought he actually hard read the throw, but he also hard read a low. He's like, okay, if you try to throw me when I wake up, you'll lose. If you try to low attack me when you wake up, you'll probably lose unless you meaty timing it perfectly. And then if you try to ECD, just to kind of play more delay, you'll lose. Right? So let's see what we do here. So now, like, let's show those. Like, let's show us losing this, right? Unless we perfectly meaty the sweep, right? There we go. This is the low attack. Now, of course, if we meaty, it's fine. That's a different thing, right? But look at, like, But if we low punch, which is a common thing, we'll lose. We try to throw, we might lose if we don't throw at the right time. If we try to throw this, but, right, we have to throw perfect time, which is really hard. That's like too hard, right? Most likely it's not KO's gonna get us. So now let's like evade CD, yeah, can't, right? Evade cancel, then we might be okay if we did it this way. Now that said, what are the risks? Well, of course this, but more likely we're gonna do a mid. And he actually guards for a moment. He actually guards for the wake up. So if we did a meaty, this would never have happened. But that's, yeah. So it's interesting to see. Now that said, I'm not advocating 9k on wake up. It's a really risky play. It's actually really risky play to do the 9k on wake up, but it is an option. Anytime you think the opponent's going to do a low and they're not going to mediate, this is a really good option. If you think they're going to throw, very good option. But there are other things you could do as Akira too, but this is pretty good. Alright, so he nails us this. This is really good, but it's hard to combo when he does super dashing elbow against 4-4K. But so good. Alright, so we got the Nitaku situation and we threw him. Nitaku into throw tends to be pretty good against Setsuna, but he does sometimes attack, so you gotta be wary of it. But generally he likes to do guard throw escape, so. At least from what I'm seeing. He does have, but he has certain moments where he likes to move. Alright, and that was our game. Thank you very much for, hope you all enjoyed this analysis. You know, we could go forever if we wanted to break every situation down, but I just wanted to highlight key points that happens in our fights. But this was, again, a real blast, and it was so exciting to get into the top 8, and it was so exciting to basically be able to, at this point, I was really excited when I got into the winners semifinals. So very honored, humbled, and it was such a fun run. We're going to go watch the remaining our matches, but thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.